Sheikah and Greg. What is the Gaga? Y'all like, comment, share, most importantly subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification so y'all can be in the know of everything that a girl got going on. Shout out to Miss Khia off the TWERKANOMICS album. No Next Caller. No TS. Excuse me. No TS Madison. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, girl, I don't know what the flying fuck is going on with T.S. Madison and Khia again. I thought this shit was over with about 18 months ago. For some odd reason, they done went back at each other again. T.S. Madison getting on there talking about her eyelashes and all this shit. And she's a one-hit wonder, ain't had no hit since the 1960s, but yet you was twerking to every goddamn song she ever played on Queen's Court. Talking about her mama, and I got a complex about that because I think her mama is deceased. Mine just died in November, so I don't play about people talking about the dead mamas, the dead daddies, the dead parents. I don't play that fuck shit. First of all, I'm gonna just get on Khia. Khia, now you did open the door for your mama to get talked about. Even though I have a complex about it, you opened up the door for your mama to get talked about. Because you've been talking about Miss Mary and her power chair and talking about how she Miss Mary Mack and got buttons all down her big ass back. And this, that, and this. Miss Mary ain't never said nothing about you. I'm more than sure Miss Mary would love for the both of y'all to just forgive each other and just get the fuck over it. And for you to sit there and talk about that lady like that, Khia, I mean, you opened up the door for your mama to get talked about. And that's really all I got to say about you because you didn't start this shit this time. I want to get on T.S. Madison. You know, Maddie. And I'm more than sure the Maddie mom gonna see this and they gonna take it to her. She gonna realize that I follow her YouTube, and I'm more than sure I'm gonna get blocked pretty soon because that's just what the flying fuck they do. Girl, I don't want to hear no hate speeches. Everybody know I'm gay, bitch. I've been gay since I was 6 years old, so I'ma call you faggots. I'ma call you dusties. I'ma call you trannies. I'ma call you sissies. Get the flying fuck over it. I'ma call you dick in the booty ass niggas. Why? Because I'm a dick in the booty ass nigga myself. And if she decides to block me or whatever, bitch, I could care less because the Queen Supreme Court has been tied through for the past several months. I'm so sick and tired of seeing Miss Sophia. Child, the only time I've ever watched that shit was when Lonnie B was up there and Funky Dineva and Gardini. Those the only times, and Jasmine Masters. Those the only times I decided to watch that shit. Other than that, I'm not a huge fan of the Queen Supreme Court. I would much rather go over to gag order and I gag my ass off because she's doing the solo dolo by her goddamn self. Madison, the one thing that you do that really pisses me off is how you always constantly talk about how you helped Khia out. You did this to Khia. You did that to Khia. You made Khia relevant again. How, sis? How? Because quiet as it's kept, Madison, I never knew who the entire fuck you was until you got with Khia. Everybody in America knows who the flying hell Khia is, whether they love her or hate her or they in between. They know who she is. She had a fucking name out here. It was your name that won't shit until you got with her. Let's just be honest. I've been gay all of my life, sis. I never knew who you was. I never knew you was a porn star. I never knew you had a porn company. I'm not into chick with dick porn. So I don't know you. Or at least I didn't know you. But I knew who Khia was. So when I saw Khia with you, that's what made me look at the shit. I said, oh shit. Khia up here, girl. What the fuck? What the hell Khia got going on? Girl, I ain't seen her in a minute. That's what made me click on the video, and then I realized that y'all was doing the Queen's Court. It wasn't because, oh my God, that's T.S. Madison. What is she doing with Khia? Bitch, I ain't know you. I didn't know you. And most of us did not know you. Or who the flying fuck you was, girl. And it was only when I started watching that shit, I said, oh, that's old girl that was slanging her dick out the damn door. That's how we know you. That's the only thing we can say that we had a glimpse of you doing. And then it was only after that I saw that you did a damn interview with Diana Megmouth Williams, and I saw you doing the boober service with Lath Ashley's old fine ass and RuPaul and Jasmine Masters and all of them. Like, it was only after this shit with Khia I really started seeing you doing other shit and being involved in other shit, and it made me like you. And I still like you. I could really go in and half, but I'm not gonna do that off of the strength that I like you. I do. I feel as though that you have a beautiful spirit. I love the fact that you're not ashamed of who you are. I love the fact that you're not ashamed of what you've done. I love the fact that you used your money and you invested it into something. I love the fact that you have your own porn production company. I mean, I love that shit. I love it. I love that. Just stop sitting here trying to act as if you created a lane for Khia, because you did not. Khia created a lane for you. She really did. Khia created a lane for you, sis. Be humble or sit down, okay? Another thing that gets me is how you always call now all of a sudden she's a one-hit wonder, but yet every song that she will play on the Queen's Court, you titty twerking to it, you shaking that Humpty Dumpty ass on it that I feel like you got way too much of. She won't know one-hit wonder then, but now all of a sudden she's a one. It's like I said, your reads are reads that everybody else done already said about her. No read that you gave her was funny. It didn't make me laugh. It didn't make me chuckle. Keep. Bitch, I didn't even get a thought. It didn't give me anything. Because I done heard all of them lazy ass reads before. Stop talking about her van. Stop talking about the red couch. Stop talking about her house. Because let's just be honest, Maddie. How did you get your house? By laying on your back. Bitch, anybody can do that, girl. Anybody can go out here and lay on their back for about $1,500 a video, stack the papers up, and get a house. It's not hard to get a nice house out of Atlanta. Atlanta is the cheapest fucking city in the United States, probably. So it's not hard to go out there and get a nice house like you have, and I could be the manager at Winn-Dixie. It ain't hard. It's not hard. Stop trying to act like you live in this beautiful ass mansion. Girl, you don't. You live in a $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 home. I mean, that's very middle class suburbia. Anybody can do that, sis. So stop showing off your house. Stop trying to act like your house is so much better. And at least Khia has some place to lay her head. At least Khia has something to ride in. She don't give a fuck about none of that shit that you running around here bragging about. And that's what I can respect Khia on for that shit. I can respect that bitch for that. I just really like Madison, honestly, I really wish, and Khia, I really wish that y'all would just go on ahead, just forgive each other and stay in y'all own separate lanes. I'm not asking y'all to come back. Even though I feel like y'all are forced when y'all are together. But I'm not asking y'all to come back. But I am asking for the both of y'all to finally grow the fuck up. And say, bitch, listen, whatever the fuck you did, I forgive you. Thank you for forgiving me. I forgive you too. And the both of y'all could just move the fuck on. It's a goddamn shame that it's just a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. And another thing, Madison, stop walking around here trying to act like you bought up the Queen's Court. Madison, that's a goddamn lie. Because if you bought up the Queen's Court, there will be no reason for you to have any type of guest judges. You did not bring up the Queen's Court. Khia been doing the Queen's Court. I got the proof of that, and I'm gonna put the proof down into the video back in 2016 when she was going to fuck off on P. Weezy for not having the footage of the Kings and Queens tour. She was calling it the Queen's Court Den, talking about how she has to try the cases that comes to her desk. She don't want to get her license taken away. She even shouted you out on that shit. She shouted you out on that shit. You was up there watching her doing the shit. I'm gonna put the video up in there for all of you fuck niggas and fuck whores who want to jump on the Manny Mob and try to say what Khia never started. Khia did start this shit. Okay, Khia had the robe. Khia was in her chambers where the bookcase is. She been doing that shit since 2015 when she was doing this shit with P Weezy and fat ass Coochie. That was the fat ass man named Coochie. She been doing that shit then. They was both the damn bailiffs. Coochie was anyway. So girl, stop trying to sit here and act like you started this and you created that. Bitch, you did not. You did not, and you could never. Just like you could never hold the Queen Supreme Court by yourself. Khia is doing this shit solo dolo. She's a natural at this shit. This is what she's good at. This is her lane. This is her avenue. You could never handle the show all by yourself because you're not original enough. You don't have the gift of gab, sis. You don't know how to read. And I'm not saying literally read. I mean you don't know how to have quips and one-liners and you know it takes a lot of ad-lib to do that type of shit. You don't have that. You don't have that at all. So how the hell did you bring up the Queen's Court? And the way you went about it was very wrong, Maddie. Yeah, you talked to her about it. Talking to her about it and then doing it without her is two totally different things. It was her shit. So you should have said, sis, let us go up there together, hear what they have to say, do what we have to do. We can both sign the fuck off on this shit and get this shit copyright in the patent. Not you taking it upon yourself to go down there and pay for it. And now you feel like because you took yourself down there and that you paid for it out of your own shit, now it's yours. Yeah, well, I guess it is now, bitch. You took it from her. But what are you doing with it? Because the Queen Supreme Court, I can't lie, it's been tied and through for the longest now. Like I said, the only time I ever watched it was when you had Jasmine Masters up there, Funky Dineva, Gardini, and Lonnie B. That's the only time I watched it and enjoyed it. Other than that, I don't tune in on Monday nights. I'm so sick and tired of seeing Miss Sophia. I don't know what in the entire fuck to do. I have no problems with Miss Sophia. I think she's beautiful, and I do feel like she's funny. She's her type of funny. But girl, it's tired. It's tired. And then you talking about something, you selling out shows, girl. Please, please. Them little hole in the wall gay clubs around there, girl. Anybody can fill them holes, bitch. I could fill that up. When you start filling up arenas and straight clubs and in coliseums, then you can brag about that. In theaters, then you can brag about that shit. But these little hole in the wall clubs, girl, please. Girl, please. All I'm saying to you, Madison, is humble yourself. Khia has given you this avenue to even have a Queen Supreme anything. That's my take on it, Sheikah. Like I said, I love the both of them. I still support the both of them. I want the both of them to make it. I want the both of them to be great. But I also want the both of them to grow the hell up already. Forgive each other and move the fuck on already. The shit is old. It's old. Y'all done went to court behind this fuck shit. Like, it got way too far. And it's old. Like the both of y'all. Old. Old, O-L-D, bitch. Old. It's old. It's ancient. But alright, girl. That's really all I got about it. I ain't got no more to give you. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this fuck shit that's going on between T.S. Madison and Khia. Y'all let me know whether y'all are team Khia or team Maddie Mob. Like I said, I like the both of them. I want the both of them to make it, and I want the both of them to succeed. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And at this point, I really want Madison to just humble herself. That's all I want her to do. I want her to humble herself. But girl, I'm about to get off of here and make me something to eat. And I'm going to holler at y'all later. Bye.